Hello everyone, it's Kylie, and I am back with a part 2 of the video that I made, I think about a week or two ago, about depression and accepting the things you cannot change. I wanted to go in more to the topic because there's so many parts I kind of not necessarily missed but didn't go into, and it's really important and imperative for those that are dealing with depression and negative thoughts and trying to figure out why in the world are they even here on earth, and things are a little bit hopeless for them. But it's just because you lack knowledge of who God is, of what you're here to do, and how you're supposed to operate in the world. And also you lack knowledge about what depression really is and different things that happen that may get you in those moods and those phases of a couple days or weeks where you're just feeling completely off. So let's first go into it. First, we have to know who created us and who is the author of our life, who's watching over us, who's taking care of us and making sure that we're okay at all times. So that would be God. That would be the Most High, Ahia. That would be the he's the Ancient of Days. He sits outside of time. He's created the heavens, the earth. From Genesis 1, that is who he is. He is a kind God. He is a loving God. He is a patient God. He's a very, very merciful God. He's a God that has rules that you need to follow in order to continue to, be successful, whether that be on earth or whether that be in heaven. He's a God that is a fair God. He's a God of judgment. But most importantly, he's a God that loves you and a God that is looking out for you. A God that has plans for you to prosper you and not to harm you. A God that wants the best for you and wants to bring the best out of you. A God that will test you and that will try you and put you through the fire to prove your faith in him. But overall, he's a God that wants the best for you. So when he sees you in these moods and these phases, days and weeks of you being depressed, of you having sad and negative thoughts, he doesn't like that. He wants you to get up out of that. But first you have to know who he is and what she wants you to do here. So obviously from the beginning we had Adam and Eve that sinned, and now there's a malignant root in each and every person. Everyone is full of sin. Everyone's imagination is evil. That's why we're constantly fighting negative thoughts in our head. Now, throughout the Old Testament, they were given laws and rules to follow. But when Christ came down, which is a part of the New Testament, when Christ came down and taught everyone how they should be operating in the world, he came to fulfill the law. Matthew 5 states all the different things he told us. And when he died and when he rose again, he promised that we would rise once again too. And now we are supposed to do the things which he's commanded us to do. So we're keeping the law. We are covered under grace, and we are to do and be Christ-like on this earth. We're to continue to keep spreading the knowledge of the gospel, keep spreading the knowledge that Christ gave us through the Bible that we have in front of us, and to continue to uplift other people. But most importantly, we're going to have to make sure we keep our eyes focused on the Lord as well, because there's many temptations in this world that will have you off track, that will have you lose focus on your Creator and Christ and his mission down here, while he was down here. So with all that being said, you have to understand that you are not here for your enjoyment. You are not here to be comfortable. You are not here to do what you want to do. You are here for the Most High. You are here to continue to do what Christ did, which was love the Most High above all things, and then talk about the Most High with everyone you know, to continue to spread the gospel. You don't have to be a pastor, you don't have to be an elder, but you do have to be a disciple of Christ. You do have to be a lover of Christ. You do have to follow Christ. So it means constantly reading your Bible, constantly in any way you can, uplifting other people and loving other people, whether you like them or you don't like them. That's what Christ did no matter what. So we are here, made in his image, we are here to be representatives of him. And until he comes back, that's what you have to do. Or until you pass, that's what you have to do. That is your main purpose and goal for being on this earth. Now, you do have gifts and you do have different things you are talented with. But overall goal is to make sure whatever you do, you don't mess up your relationship with God, and you're always worshiping Him and glorifying Him, because He gave you life, He's given you purpose, He's given you breath. He breathed life into you. So it's only out of love for the Most High that we make sure we love Him back by doing the things which He's told us to do. So that means being obedient and doing the right things even when no one's looking. That means having faith and trusting in Him when things are going completely wrong, but you continue to walk even though you can't see how in the world the problem's going to be fixed. That is what you're here for. Now, depression plays a part when we try so hard to fit in with this world and try to do the things of the world, and we are disappointed. That it means you have a lack of knowledge of what you are here to do when you are depressed. When you're depressed and having negative thoughts, and you don't understand where they're coming from, and you don't understand why you're confused, it's because you don't know why you're here. It's because you don't know what you are supposed to be doing. But like I just explained a couple seconds ago, is that you are not here for yourself. You are here for God. You are here to fulfill the purpose He has for you. You don't know what that is. Only some people probably know what it is. But you're to continue to produce the fruits of the Spirit, to love God, to continue to tell other people about God, and to be Christ-like, because you are a follower of Christ. You will continue to worship Him in everything that you do and stop trying to fit in with this world. There's a verse in the Bible, I believe it's Romans 12:2, and it says, "Be not conformed, but transform." We have been fed so many lies. We have been fed so much bad ways through what the world has promoted to us. We have been fed that we're supposed to look a certain way, dress a certain way, follow the trends, and be this way or that way. And trying to keep up with that and trying to think that will make us happy really makes us more depressed. So we are supposed to separate ourselves from that, renew our minds, renew our mindset, know why we are here, and to continue to act out that purpose rather than trying to fit in with this world. That brings so much negative things to your life and so much depression, because you are trying to follow something that is vain. When you get to heaven, if you continue to do the right things on this earth, when you get to heaven, or probably not heaven, it's not the right word, the judgment, the day of judgment, do you think God is really going to ask, how well did you fit into this world? Like, did you wear the new Nikes? And, did you do that cool trend that was on TikTok the other day? He is not going to ask that. He could care less about that. He's going to care whether you loved Him, whether you followed His laws, whether you continue to be like His Son, Christ, which was perfect. Now, you may say, well, I can't be perfect like Christ. Christ made no mistakes. That's why we have grace. That is why He died, so He can bear all of those sins for us. That when we make a mistake, we are covered. We come back to Him, repent. We say, Most High, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for basically your Son's sacrifice being in vain, because that's really what you did. And I'm repenting. I am renewing my mind. I am cleansing myself from that. Well, not you are, but I want to cleanse myself from that. Cleanse me, Ahia. Cleanse me, oh Lord, and allow me, give me the strength to move on and not to do this again. And you continue to strengthen yourself in the Word. That's what you are here to do. So when we're trying to fit in with the world, when we're trying to do the things of the world, it's never going to work out, and it's always going to lead you down a dark path, because you are never going to feel happy and fulfilled. Knowing that you are following the Creator, the God of all gods, the Lord of all lords, the King of all kings, know that you are following Him, trying to be like Him, following the laws and living a righteous life, because nothing in the Bible is wrong. Nothing in the Bible is leading you in the wrong direction. All the laws that are here are for the greater, good of yourself and other people. It tells you not to steal. It tells you not to commit adultery. It tells you not to covet, and it tells you not to lie on your neighbor. Those are all basic morals, honestly, that we are taught from grade school, to be kind to others and how to operate with others. So following those things is not going to lead you in the wrong direction. But temptation does a interesting job of trying to throw us off track. And depression does a job of trying to get us in this cycle of, nothing matters and it's all hopeless, so I might as well just wallow and bed rot all day, which is not cool. Every day the Lord gives you is another chance and opportunity to be better and to do the things which He's commanded you to do. So the fact that you waste that day sitting in your bed wallowing It's not worth it. And it's actually a slap in the face in the Most High, because he said, I gave you this day. I woke you up. You're not going to do anything with it. So, and I understand it. I have dealt with it before. But we have to pick ourselves back up and move on and understand why we are here. We're never going to be comfortable. You're still going to have days where you're going to rot in your bed because it is too much and it's overwhelming. But you have to get back up. You fall 7 times, you get back up again. And you get back up in your walk with Christ. You pray, you strengthen yourself in the Word, you read, you pray, you worship, you sing, you do the right things. Everything you do glorifies the Most High. You do what you do to the best of your ability. Everyone's life is different. You love on others whether you like them or not, and you obey the Most High. That is the life that you are to live. That is the life that will bring peace, joy, and it will grow your character to a point where you're unrecognizable to yourself when you look in the mirror. You realize one day that, wow, the Most High is really about the best out of me and has changed me. What I went through, depression, maybe even suicidal thoughts, negative thoughts, wallowing in my bed rotting, and, not living out the purpose He has called me to live out, which is to do the things He's told you to do. Man, you're going to see that change, and you're going to be overly grateful to the Most High. So that is what you're here to do. That's what I wanted to add on to from, the last video. This is part 2. This is the last part. Accept the things you cannot change. Renew your mind and continue to follow God until your last breath.